top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. This quarterback part of their running game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quarterback will keep it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got him, 1st down and more. The Tigers will move the sticks.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Quick step and go. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Glover. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He'll take it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Getting a little fancy with a give to the wide receiver here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Wilson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Five receivers across the formation at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Glover. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw at Simmons. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. It's a flea flicker. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab up the 30. Running free. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by who makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. As if they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to fire on second down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. They'll run the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Can't get him to the ground.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Direct snap. It's Wilson. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Gators! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 21 over the Rebels. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on first down. It's complete on the right side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Still looking, on the move. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Oh, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, You don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Glover. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you could say positive about that.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Ready, set. Jackrabbit.
Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now on first down from the 40. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
brings up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! And they're able to get him on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity. From the 23-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT, and nice job by this D.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll try the right side. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
There he goes! And he'll be brought down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Owens. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Off the play fake. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to barge their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Owens. They'll run the screen. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point was good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played